A viral interview says silver hits $100 by July. Silver closed Friday at 75. That's a 33% jump in weeks. We run the math. 3 things on today's silver structure: a viral near-term price call and what the data says about its timeline, why even the bulls disagree with it, and the one level to watch into the Federal Reserve meeting. Friday gave us a useful test of that prediction. April's inflation report came in at 3.8% for the year, still well above the Federal Reserve's target. A new Fed chair, Kevin Warsh, runs his first policy meeting in mid-June. And here's the part that matters for silver. Markets now see no rate cuts this year at all. They think a rate hike is more likely than a cut. Silver's biggest rallies have tended to come when the Federal Reserve was cutting rates. Right now, it's leaning the other way. That's the backdrop. Now, the prediction. Here's the claim: $100 silver by July, $200 by year-end. Here's what the data actually says. First, the runway. Silver closed Friday at $75.28. 100 by July means a 33% move in a matter of weeks, and silver has to clear $88 first, a level it hasn't touched in weeks. Second, the direction. Over the back half of May, silver didn't climb toward that target. It fell. And it lost ground against gold. The amount of silver it takes to match 1 ounce of gold moved the wrong way for the bull case, slipping from about 55 back toward 60. Third, the money. The largest silver fund has been shedding metal this year, not adding it, down roughly 38 million ounces. And the silver sitting in the exchange's vaults, ready for delivery, actually grew last week to just under 85 million ounces. A shortage that forces a fast spike up looks like vaults draining. These are filling. Demand from big investors is cooling, not heating up. We're not naming those who made the call. The point is the math. And here's the pattern worth sitting with. The loudest price predictions this week arrived just as the price itself was falling. Now here's the fair part. The long-term case for silver is real, and we'll get to it. But a July deadline is what the data can't back. Quick aside, if you want these structure checks regularly, subscribe and turn on notifications. Now, the data. Here's what the data actually says about who else is on record. Bank of America, a firm that is bullish on silver, put out a note last week. They also see $100 silver as possible, but not by July. They see it in the fourth quarter at the earliest. And in their own words, they do not see silver outpacing on a sustained basis. They expect it to drift back toward $75 by 2027. Their reasoning is simple. At these prices, the industries that actually use silver start designing it out. In other words, even the bank rooting for silver says the viral timeline is too fast and that the level won't hold once it gets there. So what is real? This is where we give the structural case its due. The Silver Institute's World Silver Survey, published in April, confirms a 6th straight year in which the world used more silver than it produced, a deficit of 46.3 million ounces this year. Since 2021, above-ground stockpiles have been drawn down by 762 million ounces. That's the genuine engine under silver's long-term price. It's also a multi-year story, not a 6-week one. So here's what to watch. Forget the round numbers in the headlines. The level that matters is $88. The ceiling silver keeps failing to clear. If silver can close above 88 before the Federal Reserve meets in mid-June, the fast money case earns a real argument. If it can't, then $100 by July was never a forecast. It was a wish. Watch the price, not the headline. Structure checks like today's are what the Silver Catalyst does every issue, separating what moves the silver price from what just moves the comments section. $1 gets you 2 weeks of the newsletter plus the book, at silver2026.com. If you've heard a silver claim you'd like us to verify, drop it in the comments. That's today's check on silver claims. Until the next time, I'm the Silver Engineer.